This demonstration we'll look at creating a data collector set with an alert counter. What we've done is we've come into Performance Monitor on my server. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new data collector set under user defined. So we'll just right click, go for new and create a new data collector set. Then what we'll do is we'll give it a name. I'm going to call it lon-svr1 alert. We'll create manually and we'll select next. And at this point here what we want to do is we want to create a performance counter alert. So we'll select next. Then what we need to do is we need to add some counters. So the first one we'll go for here is we'll just go for processor. And under processor, what I'm going to add in at this point here is I'm just going to go for percentage processor time. Then what we'll do is we'll select add. And now we've done that, we'll select OK. And then what we'll do at this point here, we'll get an alert when we go above, let's say 10%. We'll select next, read through everything here, we'll save and close and select finish. What we'll now do is we'll just come to our data collector set, we'll just come to the properties. Now what we'll do here is on the general page, we're not going to modify anything on the general page. So in the case of the directory where we're storing the alert, we've got the security tab for who can manage this. We've got the schedule. So what we could do at this point here is add a schedule. We might only want this to run during working hours, for example. When to stop running the data collector set, and in the case of the task, what we want to do with the task. So we're not going to modify any of these settings, but we will select cancel. We'll then come to the actual data collector 01 and we'll come to the properties. And what we want to do at this point here is we just want to modify our sampling interval, and we'll sample every second. And at this point here, we'll just select OK. Then what we'll do is we'll just come back to the properties again. And on the properties, what we'll do is we'll go for our alert action. And in our alert action, what we can do is we can also get this to log an entry in the application event log. So, and at this point here, what we'll do is we'll start a data collector set. No, let's say start performance because we want to know why the performance is so high. And then in the case of my alert task, what we can do at this point here is we can specify again what we want to do with this alert. We won't bother modifying any additional settings, so at this point here we'll just select OK. And what we'll do at this point here is we'll just come to our lon serve alert, we'll select our start button, and we've now started that data collector set. Next thing to do is to just generate a server load so we can exceed the threshold. And to do that, I'll just come to PowerShell, we'll just clear the screen off, and all we'll do at this point here is we'll just run our stress test tool. And what we have here is I've just got the stress test.ps1 file, so we'll just start this running and we'll allow that script to run. So at this point here we'll just pause the presentation, we want to generate a little bit of load and we'll return back in a couple of minutes. Right, the script's finished, so all we'll do here is we'll come into Event Viewer. In Event Viewer all we've done at this point here is we've come into Microsoft, we've come to Windows, and then what we've done below here, if we just scroll this down a little bit, we've just come to our diagnosis, PLA. And then what we've done is we've come to the operational log. If we have a look at the information at this point here, what we can see is performance counter, processor, percentage processor time has tripped its alert threshold. The counter value of 13.433 is over the limit value of 10, and that was the alert threshold set. And that's the end of this demonstration of creating a data collector set to trigger an alert. Thank you.